start real quick, I just want to put out a disclaimer. We have a sponsor. And our sponsor is JG Graybill Plumbing. Now, their website is www.jggraybill.com. Okay? And their phone number is 717-768-32, the podcast number.
Whoa.
76. Okay? That's their phone number, so you can hit them up, call them.
Yeah.
And get their amazing plumbing services. Now, what exactly are their amazing plumbing services?
What are they?
Well, they obviously provide plumbing, hydronic heating, water treatment, well pumping, and mini split systems, which I don't know what those are, but it sounds like they're necessary and you should probably get them. So go to JG Graybill. And they're a small family-owned business, and they're invested in you and the community. So it's just go to JG Graybill because they're amazing. And if you do go to JG Graybill, you will get a solid $25 off. I think the camera will reverse that.
Does that? Yeah, I was just going to say, that?
It's not 52, it's $25 off. Hopefully the camera reverses that, but if not, it's 25. So you get a free $25 off your purchase.
Now, before we start the episode, those of you who are listening to this on Apple Podcasts, like you did the previous 31 episodes, you might be wondering why Parker's mentioning a camera. We've never mentioned a camera before. Why would we be talking about a camera?
Yeah.
It's because this episode, for the first time ever, is going to be on YouTube.
Yes.
So we're recording the episode like we normally would. We have our microphone here, but we're also recording ourselves on a camera, and you can find it on YouTube along with other videos that we've already put on YouTube, including our most recent video in which we simulated the Super Bowl with us playing.
Yep. And so Owen got upset.
I did. I hate kickers.
We can't spoil anything.
That's the only thing I'll give you. I hate kickers.
So now we're go to All Sports All the Time on YouTube to find our videos.
Including this one.
If
you're watching on YouTube, you're already there. Great. If you're on the podcast and you would like to see us, I don't know why you would rather see us than listen to us. I don't know what the advantage is there.
Well, I mean, I know why they
okay.
Just kidding.
All right. Anyway, we're on Apple Podcasts and YouTube. And you can follow us on Twitter at LapWolf, username All Sports All the Time. And on Instagram, all.sports.all.the.time.
That's a lot of dots.
That was, yeah.
But it's not DOT, it's just...
yes. Okay, that's all the information
we got off track.
We need to get out of the way. So, the way we start off every episode is, of course, the Bill Walton segment.
Yes.
Big Bill
Walton.
I don't think anybody has ever called him Big Bill.
New nickname.
I watched a TV show when I was little called Little Bill.
Billy.
I don't know.
Hillbilly. Sure. Little Billy's a hillbilly.
Okay. All right. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. What is the quote, Owen?
Are you sure you're ready? Because we have this list of Bill Walton quotes that we've been using for 32 episodes. And there are a ton.
Oh,
so it is very hard to choose. But the one we're doing this week is, quote, Bill Walton. I'm presenting you an official uniform of the Bill Walton Intergalactic Museum. And we don't really have any context. There are a ton.
Oh,
so it is very hard to choose. But the one we're doing this week is, quote, Bill Walton. I'm presenting you an official uniform of the Bill Walton Intergalactic Museum. And we don't really have any context at all for that.
Intergalactic Museum.
So I don't know at what point in broadcast Bill whipped out some fake uniform.
I really, to be honest,
handed it to somebody.
He might be an alien.
I don't know what happened there. He could be. It wouldn't surprise me.
Maybe. Theory.
Conspiracy theories of Parker Wolf.
Is Bill an alien?
I don't think he is. He just says funny stuff.
You heard it here first. Bill is not an alien. Repeat, Bill is not an alien.
And that was Conspiracy Theories with Parker.
Yes. End of segment.
There you go.
Fake segment.
So, this week in sports was not the busiest week, but...
It was the saddest week.
It was the saddest week. So, we're going to real quick run you guys through the headlines of this week. Obviously, the first headline came about 24 hours after we recorded last week's episode. Well, I recorded last week's episode. You were at basketball. Sunday morning, the news first came, and most people didn't really believe it. But then more reports came that Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter crash in California. There were 9 people on the plane, including Kobe and his second oldest daughter, Gianna Bryant. And so that's obviously dominated headlines this week for good reason. Many NBA teams have done tributes for Kobe, taking 24-second violations, 8-second violations. The UConn women's team had an honorary jersey and seat for Gianna Bryant because they called her the future of women's basketball. And the Lakers on Friday night had a very emotional tribute for Kobe against the Blazers before the game. So yeah, there's obviously been a lot of attention focused on that this week. The Pro Bowl happened at the same time, obviously much less important now, but the AFC won that one again, proving Parker and Luke both right, so that was a little anticlimactic. And also, the Super Bowl is happening this week, so the attention has been split up this week, half Kobe, half Super Bowl.
I feel like I'm going to talk about Kobe for a little bit, but just a little bit because obviously it's very sad. And he was just iconic, you know. Me and Owen, we saw his, not decline, but his later years.
We were late to the party.
Yeah, we were a little late to the party. Partly because of our age, partly because, actually all because of our age.
Yeah.
We weren't old enough. But obviously his Mamba mentality was obviously what made him so good. He just worked so hard. He was in the gym 2 hours before people, 2 hours after people, always grinding. He revolutionized basketball. Amazing person. So sad to him and the 8 other people that were in, 8 other people that were in the plane.
Helicopter.
Yeah, same.
Not the same.
Kind of.
Not the same thing.
But I was reading up on the crash because obviously I would do that because it was very sad. And just, I don't know, one of those moments that you'll always remember where you were when it happened.
Yeah.
Like, I was on my way to the ski trip. I was on my way to a ski bus on Sunday, and Owen texted me, and I disregarded the text because I didn't want to believe it. And I
thought you meant you disregarded it, like you didn't see it at all.
Oh no, I saw it.
Come on.
But I was like, no, I don't know what he's talking about. But then I saw it on Bleacher Report, and I was like, oh my gosh.
He trusted Bleacher Report more than me.
No, it was just my secondary source. And so then I heard about it, and obviously I was so distraught. And it still hits me hard now. Not as hard because I'm moving on, trying to.
It's easier for us to move on because we didn't
we didn't know him.
That makes it much easier for us.
But still, like, basketball world is all just like grieving about him, and so. All right. Anyway, now more happy news.
Yeah, if you're looking for very serious coverage of that, there are plenty of platforms. ESPN has put out so many articles about it. If you want to hear serious coverage of it, this is not the place you would want to go. I would probably recommend ESPN has had the best coverage of that. So go there if you would like to have a more in-depth thinking about it. But we are, as Parker said, a little too young to have seen Kobe's entire career. We also didn't know him. And also, we're not very good at being serious.
No.
So those 3 things are not working in our favor for this story. So we
this
move
might
on
be
to
the
more exciting
saddest
things
podcast episode.
Yeah,
But now we'll be happier, hopefully.
we spent 5 minutes being sad and then we move on, which is saying something than saying that this is the saddest one. So, more fun things. The Super Bowl is this week. I am so excited.
Yes.
This Super Bowl is going to be amazing.
Banger.
It should be.
It will be.
Especially considering last year we had like the most boring Super Bowl of all time.
It was very boring.
One, the Super Bowl is less stressful because it doesn't, for us as Eagles fans, it doesn't have the Cowboys in it. Nobody ever wants the Patriots to win. It doesn't have the Patriots in it.
Yeah.
It's Chiefs, 49ers. It's not like one team is the villain here. It's two pretty evenly matched teams. It's going to be very entertaining.
You got Kittle, you got Kelsey, you got Mahomes, you got Garoppolo birds, but without the birds. So you just got Jimmy G. You got...
And that's all the players
playmakers.
Parker can name.
You got Nick Bosa, you got Matthew, Frank, you got Frank, the big Frank the Tank.
Frank Clark?
Yeah, but who cares about Clark?
No.
Frank the Tank.
Okay.
And then you got Sherm, they're just
Richard
all...
Sherman.
Yeah, Richard Sherman, yeah. Thanks for clarifying.
Yeah, just in case people weren't sure.
And obviously you got the three-headed monster, Tevin Coleman, just huge.
Tevin Coleman might not play.
Well, if he does play, then it would only be like a two-headed monster. But it'd still be a monster.
It could still be three-headed if you have Juszczyk, Mostert, and Breida.
Yeah.
You could technically say that.
Technically, but Juszczyk's the fullback.
Do you have any more players to list?
Yes, I do actually. Damian Williams, Mecole Hardman, Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, pretty much the whole wide receiving corps. But then on the other side of the ball, you obviously got Debo, right? Debo Samuel. Wait, Samuel or Samuel? Like, doesn't matter. Samuel. Oh, well, I said it wrong both ways. But obviously, you have all these playmakers. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be such a fast Super Bowl. It's going to be like, all right,
track team
in the pocket. Throws it deep. Sammy Watkins, 50,000-yard touchdown. Like every single play. It'll just be amazing.
So you have the score. You have it being the Chiefs-Rams game from last year, Monday night, where it was like 54-51.
Yes.
I would be totally fine with that.
I don't think it'll be quite at 100 points.
Don't give your pick yet, though. That's for the end of the episode.
Okay. I think it'll be like 80 points,
80? Oh, wow.
Total.
So you're taking the over on the
What's the over?
Over-under. The over-under is at like 53.
Oh, yeah. Over all the way. It's going to be like 80 points, like both teams combined.
There you go. That was a
but
bonus.
The 49ers
Parker's
defense
pick.
is good, but still.
We don't
take
have
the over.
Parker's picks this week. That is your
Parker's
picks.
Take the over.
There you go. Yeah.
Trust me, it'll
if you're
pay
betting, Owen's pick, don't bet large amounts of money.
Parker's pick, bet all your money on the over.
Yeah. There you go. So, is there anything specific, like one specific key to the game, if we're going to be as generic as possible, for the Super Bowl?
Well, I do have one thing. And this key will open lots of doors for the 49ers. And you know what that is?
That was good.
Getting after Patrick Mahomes. Now, I didn't even think, oh yeah, pass rush, that's always the key to the game. Well, this is especially the key to the game because if you can force Patrick Mahomes and you can like sack him, okay, not just pressure him because he can scramble away, but if you can contain him, sack him, maybe keep a QB spy on him, do anything, and limit his time in the pocket, then he will be, even if it's just slightly, a little bit worse. Now, I know it's like, Patrick Mahomes doesn't get bad. No. Well, here's the thing. That little bit, the 49ers defense is super good. And their secondary is very good. So that little key right there, that little tiny bit that Patrick Mahomes will drop, can maybe force one interception. Maybe it'll force a little bit of inaccuracy. And that can just turn the game around. Richard Sherman is obviously probably going to lock down whoever he's guarding. Just be honest. He's amazing. So if those other guys can just Like, you can just put Richard Sherman 1v1, and then you can double team somebody else. So that'll be the key if you can get pass rush on Patrick Mahomes.
I think that the key is the Chiefs' entire defense, but mainly the Chiefs' linebackers. It's the weakest part of their entire team, and they're going to be tasked with covering George Kittle or a running back out of the backfield, and obviously the run game, which is the 49ers' strength. Mm-hmm. And the Chiefs really impressed me 2 weeks ago in the AFC Championship game by being able to stop Derrick Henry, who seems unstoppable.
That was very impressive.
And I think it should be theoretically easier to stop the 49ers run game than the Titans run game, considering I would rather have Derrick Henry than Raheem Mostert.
But you got 3 guys.
There's multiple that
maybe
you have to stop.
4 guys.
And it's a different type of running. It's not the pounding that you're going to take if you face Derrick Henry. It's speed, like you were saying. All of these 49ers running backs are so fast. Mm-hmm. So we'll see how their linebackers can match up against that. And George Kittle, I don't know what they can really do to stop him. You can only hope to contain him with your linebackers.
Yeah. He's like the modern day Gronk, to be honest, George Kittle.
Yeah.
Also, take Kittle over Kelsey on amount of yards, I think.
You think Kittle outperforms Kelsey?
Yes.
That's actually this is probably the best tight end matchup we've ever had in a Super Bowl.
Definitely.
Have there ever been
These are 2 of the best tight ends. I know Kittle's like still young, right? But these are 2 of the best tight ends ever in the whole league. Obviously not. Both of them aren't top 5. Kelsey's top 5. Kittle's not quite top 5 yet. Ever. I'm talking ever.
Ever? Okay.
Yeah.
Would the Eagles-Patriots matchup of Ertz and Gronk be better than this matchup?
No. Because Gronk is top 5, but I like Kittle.
Gronk is the best tight end ever, isn't he?
Well, yeah.
Wouldn't that make the
Tony
Gronk-Ertz matchup more impressive? I'd take Gronk over Gonzalez.
Yeah. But Gonzalez had like the most yards for tight ends. Like,
but
Gronk was injured a lot more.
He was. But when he was healthy, I'd rather have Gronk.
Yeah, when he's healthy.
Like, literally just the Super Bowl matchup. Ertz and Gronkowski, Kittle and Kelsey.
Kittle and Kelsey. Because...
I don't know.
Because, so, if you're saying that Gronk...
This is the dumbest argument. This has nothing to do with the
game. Actually...
Continue.
So you say you got Gronk here, right? Kelsey's just a little bit below him. And then you got... Kittle is more above Ertz than Gronk is above Kelsey. Does that make sense?
You're putting Kittle that far above Ertz?
Just a little bit, yeah.
After 2 years?
Yes, because Ertz is amazing, right? But Kittle's like, he just runs through people. Like, I don't know. It's like, you're coming to get me, right? Stiff arm for like 20 yards. And then I like score a touchdown. That's Kittle, so.
There you go. That was a fantastic description of George Kittle for everybody.
And I also like his name, like Kittle. It sounds like kettle, popcorn. Reminds me of popcorn, watching movies, just amazing. Anyway, my last name's
Speaking of George Kittle, popcorn. That's the amazing
popcorn
type
trivia.
Of analysis that you get here. That's of course why you're here, to hear about popcorn, right?
Yes.
Obviously.
And Momofuku Milk Bar.
That, you have to have been listening to this for a while to get that reference.
Yeah, you do.
I'm sorry.
I
can't. I was going to explain it to people who haven't heard of it before.
No,
I can't.
We can't.
Go to the website, Google All Sports All the Time podcast. It's the first website that comes up. Scroll down to episode 7. That was when that came out. Episode 7, probably our best episode.
How did you remember that?
Because I remember episode 7 was so good and so long that we split it into 2 parts.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That makes it a lot easier to remember. Next up, we are going to be discussing All-Star Game snubs in the NBA.
Yes, this is making me mad.
Pick one player.
No.
Pick one
I get
that
to
you
pick
want to
2
discuss.
players.
Nope. You pick one, I pick one.
No.
Which one was the worst snub?
Oh, the worst?
Worst
There's 2
snub.
really bad
Which one
snubs.
was the worst?
I'm gonna go Devin Booker as the worst snub. Now, I know there was another snub, which I will not talk about. Owen will probably talk about. But I think Devin Booker was just terrible snub. First of all, he was averaging like 28 points, right?
Yeah.
28 points a game. You know how hard that is to do in the NBA? And you don't even make the All-Star game? Like, him and obviously the other snub that Owen will talk about were the first snubs to not make the were the first people to not make the All-Star game when averaging 27 points or more.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It's
come on, they gotta make the team. Like, okay, I don't even know.
my
Makes me
person
mad.
that I'm going to complain about is Bradley Beal. I don't feel as strongly as Parker did, but Bradley Beal's been on my fantasy basketball team all year. He's been killing it for me. He's going to help me beat Parker
I'm
this
still
week.
ahead of him. I'm still ahead
No,
of him.
we're tied, and I'm winning this week, so
I
I'll
have
take.
the tiebreaker.
Not if I win this week.
I know,
I take the lead this week.
No.
If I beat you.
but I'm winning right now. So
No, you're not.
yes, I am.
Hold on.
No,
We're
no,
gonna-
not in
no.
this week. I mean,
We're
overall.
gonna. No,
I'm
we're
winning.
tied right now.
Yes, but I have the tiebreaker right now.
Yeah, but if I win this week, I'm ahead.
Yes, after this week.
Yeah.
So then
And I'm
currently, as this episode is being
I
put out-
am winning this week by almost 200
No,
points.
Yes, you are this week, and after this week, you'll be ahead of me. But
Yes.
right now, I'm
Okay, Bradley Beal is currently helping me pass Parker on
well.
in fantasy basketball.
Bradley Beal is currently not helping
and
him enough.
like with Devin Booker, you're not winning. Like with Devin Booker, they're both performing really well, but they're on struggling teams, which makes them
yeah,
not
but he didn't
flashy
even have
enough,
DeAndre Ayton.
which
For-
it's yeah.
Devin Booker didn't have DeAndre Ayton. He didn't
It's
have anybody.
ridiculous.
It's like just
Those two should have been in. I don't know how we fix it. Like, there's not really expand the
We
rosters.
add the all. We 6 people play at a time. Just kidding.
Whoa, that could be revolutionary.
What if that actually
Or do
happens?
a 3-on-3 tournament.
What if that actually happens?
You have a bunch of teams of 3 people, 3-on-3 tournament. You can fit way more people.
You know what we
into
should
it.
talk about real quick? The new All-Star game format,
Yes.
right?
Very
So,
exciting.
pretty much, they play the first 3 quarters.
Yep.
As normal, and then there's going to be 24 points added to the top team score.
Mm-hmm.
So say it's 100 to 94
Yeah.
or 100 to 95. Let's use the 95 example. 195. You're going to add 24 points. So now whoever because
Well,
of Kobe.
you're not gonna add 24.
So
but like,
whoever gets to 124 first in that fourth quarter will win.
hmm
Is that-
Oh, you're right. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I thought I
Yeah.
was right.
Sorry, I was like, wait, no. Yeah, you're right.
So
because yeah,
whoever
the
reaches
team.
124 first wins.
Yeah, because
the
it's
game
the
will-
first team to.
Yeah.
No. Isn't it the first to score 24 points? So like, if
No, I think I'm right.
it is.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking it's if the losing team scored 24 points, then it would just be.
That
Over.
wouldn't make sense though.
Well, yeah, but it's the first to 24 points. But yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, that wouldn't make sense because then the losing team could still win.
Yeah.
Who
yeah.
could-
You could be
losing
down.
team
You could be down
wouldn't
by
be able to win.
50, and then
I-
they scored 24 points in the first quarter first, and
It
the last
doesn't.
quarter.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I'm
first,
right.
First to yeah.
So then whoever reaches
195,
124 first.
in that example.
Yeah, in that example.
But yeah, they actually are experimenting with that. They were thinking about using that as an overtime rule, but they're testing it in the All-Star game in the fourth quarter. We probably won't see it in the fourth quarter for games. It would be used in overtime.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
So
Or you could just do a free throw shootout. The worst.
Yeah,
the worst free throw shooter on each team.
that
has to
would
verse
actually
each
be
other,
really fun. It'd
and
be
that
like
determines.
a yeah,
but
penalty
that
kicks
determines
in
second
soccer.
overtime. So first
okay,
overtime
that's a level
normal,
too far.
and then second overtime,
Okay.
you bring out the big guys that just brick free throws, and see
Okay.
who can make one first. That'd be
Alright.
amazing.
This is going a little longer than expected, so we're gonna hurry up
Speed up.
and wrap this up with our last 2 segments. Normally we end the segment with the weird name game,
Mhm.
but we have an extension of the weird name game now. We have the weird name game and its cousin, the weird nickname game.
Hopefully they don't marry each other, because that'd be disgusting.
Yeah.
The weird nickname game.
The weird nickname game
I like that.
will
name.
be explained after we're done with the weird name game. Parker,
Yes.
you are going to give me a phrase first. Please don't look at.
There's so many tabs. Holy cow! Where's mine?
Yours is the
Okay.
newest one, right?
Yeah, it
I
is.
think. Okay.
All right, so now
I keep a lot of tabs. So
Your-
I don't know why I have to fix
your
that.
word
All right.
you have to determine is from badminton. Okay?
Oh yes, I'm very knowledgeable in badminton.
Yes. Now,
I
what
feel
is
confident here?
a drive?
A drive.
So I know you know what a drive is in basketball,
Yes.
but what is a drive in badminton?
A drive is basically the same thing as a spike in volleyball, just in badminton. It's when somebody runs up to the net and hits it really hard onto the other side.
That is false. A strike is actually
A strike? I think you said it was a drive.
I mean a drive. A drive is actually sorry. A fast low shot that makes a horizontal flight.
So it is hit hard. I got that part
It's
right.
fast and it's low and it's horizontal over the net, so it's like
Okay, so it's a line drive basically.
yes, exactly.
The line drive of badminton.
Yes.
Okay.
The
I
line
think-
drive of badminton.
Not to hype this up too much, but I think I might have the best entry of the weird name game ever.
Well, you just hyped it up a lot.
What is an accidental butt in boxing? An accidental butt.
Oh god.
There is no way you're getting this.
Boxers don't even know this. They're like, what?
Accidental butt.
Okay, an accidental butt
I'm just gonna keep saying accidental butt.
is when you go in for the KO, right? But you fall, and you fall on your butt.
No.
Oh,
So in boxing, it's illegal to headbutt somebody. You're not allowed to do that.
yeah.
But
that makes
an
sense.
accidental butt is when the two fighters' heads collide and the ref rules that it was not, like, instigated by one of them. Like, they both accidentally hit heads. It's not, like, one person's fault.
Oh,
So it's an
gosh.
accidental butt.
Wow.
Headbutt.
That
But it's called
sounds
accidental
like
butt.
it hurts, and
Yeah, boxing in general
it's
seems
very
like it
useless
hurts.
knowledge.
So, but that's
that
the
is-
whole point of
That
this
is what
game.
we give you on this podcast.
So,
Useful knowledge.
next time you're playing badminton,
Useful knowledge.
you can reference a drive. Next time you're boxing and accidentally headbutt someone, just be like, oh, my bad, accidental butt.
Hey,
Or
Owen.
just use it in random conversation.
Accidental butt.
Yeah. There you go. Now we don't have to argue about whose fault it was just an accidental butt. This is
Yeah.
everyday knowledge here.
See, but we didn't have a ref determine it, so technically
We didn't. Okay, so now on to the last part of the podcast. This is a new, as I said, spin-off of... wait, I just realized that we don't... Okay, we can fix this. We'll just do it on the other device. I brought two so that we could multitask this, but obviously we can't. So backup plan, we're using the phone. Basically, the way this works is it's like the weird name game. And it's called the weird nickname game because when you go to Pro Football Reference or Pro Basketball Reference or Pro Baseball Reference, you can search any player, right? So right now, I'm on Pro Football Reference, and I'm searching Jimmy Garoppolo. And when you search a player, it gives you their bio and everything. It gives you their name, their height, their weight, their position. And it also gives you a list of their nicknames. And some of them are very obscure, and you would never guess that that's their nickname. So, I have here the list of nicknames that are listed for Jimmy Garoppolo. And I'm going to either read one of them or make one up, but pretend I'm reading it. And Parker has to guess if that is actually one of Jimmy Garoppolo's listed nicknames.
Yes.
You'd think it's pretty easy, but there are some really weird nicknames listed on here. So this is the weird nickname game. So, Parker,
Yes.
is one of Jimmy Garoppolo's nicknames 10 out of 10?
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
That is false. I just made that up on the spot. That is not one of
What?
his listed nicknames.
Oh, great.
Is one of Jimmy Garoppolo's nicknames Prince Aladdin?
Prince Aladdin. He does kind of look like Prince Aladdin. Yeah, definitely.
That is one of
Yes!
his nicknames. That's correct.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it. He does look like Prince Aladdin a little bit. Just a little bit.
Is one of Jimmy Garoppolo's nicknames Great Garoppolo?
Oh, that's such a dumb nickname, but I feel like it'd have it on this site, so yes, I'm going.
It is.
Yes.
That's listed as one of his nicknames. Great Garoppolo.
The GG. The GG, Great Garoppolo. GG. Alright, go on.
Is Garops one of Jimmy Garoppolo's listed
Garops.
nicknames?
Garops? Oh gosh. No, you made that up.
Oh, I did make
Yes.
that up. You're on a roll. 3 for
3 for
4
4.
so far.
3 for 4.
Last one.
Okay.
Is one of Jimmy Garoppolo's nicknames Jimmy GQ?
Jimmy GQ. Why would Jimmy GQ? Oh gosh. Okay. What? Would you make this up? No, Jimmy GQ. Yes, it is.
It is.
Yes.
4 for 5. An impressive performance from Parker.
80%.
It's Jimmy GQ because he's good looking, and GQ is a magazine called Gentleman's Quarterly.
Ah, I see.
So now Parker is going to pick a player that is in the Super Bowl to put into Pro Football Reference and pick their, type them in and then look at their nicknames and say some of them and come up with some of them.
Okay.
We tested this game on Patrick Mahomes. My personal favorite is that on Pro Football Reference, Patrick Mahomes, one of his nicknames is Mahomeboy. I love that one.
Okay.
He's also referred to as the Magician on, apparently that's one of his nicknames. Never heard of that one before.
Okay.
All right, who is the player?
Tyreek.
Do not let me see the phone.
Okay. Sorry. Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill, okay.
Okay. First one. Ty Freak.
Ty Freak?
Yeah. Instead of Tyreek.
I really don't want that to be one of his nicknames. No, you made that up.
Nope, it is.
What?
Ty Freak.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh boy.
Ty Freak.
Oh,
See, look,
come
Ty
on.
Freak.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look at it because
Okay.
then I can see the other ones.
Okay.
Why? Who? Okay. See, that was so bad that it seemed like you just made it up.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so now are
The
we...
fact that it's taking you so long concerns me. Is that the only nickname listed for him?
Yes. Can I pick another player? He's 0 for 1.
That is terrible planning right there.
Well,
Wow.
It's not my fault. You made me
You could
pick
have
a random
typed
player.
it in and then changed it. Be like, I was gonna do Tyreek Hill, but he only had one, but you kept going with it.
I got you, though.
man.
Nick Bosa doesn't even have a nickname.
Well, I mean, we got out of that Tyreek Hill, you can impress your friends by, if he makes a play in the Super Bowl, being like, yeah, Ty Freak, and they'll look at you like you're a freak, but then you can tell them that that's actually his only nickname, apparently. No, wait! How is one of his nicknames not listed as the Cheetah?
Yeah, that was another one.
Oh, okay.
But that was too
one
obvious.
was too obvious.
Yeah.
Everybody calls him Cheetah.
Yeah, there was only 2, and
Yeah.
those were the 2. And so I didn't want to, you obviously would have gotten that one.
Yeah.
I didn't want to give him a free point.
I think you should have asked me that one.
Who's another player? I was listening.
What? You just listed all of them.
George.
George Kittle, one of the nicknames on there is probably like Mini Gronk or Gronk number 2 or Gronk Jr. or other Gronk, something like that. New Gronk.
Where does it say the nicknames? Are there none
Something.
there?
Wow, George Kittle doesn't have any nicknames
There's
either.
so many people that
Man,
don't.
this is failing fast.
Should we just delete it? We can't delete it though. Who are other players?
This must stay in.
No.
This had such good potential.
Yeah,
and it's
but
just
there's no
slowly
nicknames on here.
falling downhill
And I typed
Actually,
in
not
a
to
lot
say.
of people.
very quickly.
I've typed in a lot of people.
What if you try Travis? I bet Travis Kelce has some good nicknames.
I already did that.
Travis Kelce doesn't have any nicknames?
No.
No way. How does Travis Kelce not have 5 good nicknames? Who else? What about Richard Sherman? Richard Sherman probably has some nicknames.
Okay.
He's been around long enough to have some. I don't know.
There's one.
Wow, I really hit the jackpot with Jimmy G. All right, this will be the last one.
Okay. Oh yeah. I should probably read it.
Or not.
Mr. Prime. Mr. Prime.
I don't know what that has to do with Richard Sherman, so I feel like you didn't make that up because that seems like it would be just so random that you, in your head, when you were like, okay, how am I going to make this up? you wouldn't be like, oh, Sherman, Prime, I bet that'll trick Owen. But I'm going to say that's not real.
You're right. It's not real.
How did you make that up, Mr. Prime?
Because there's a nickname listed on here called Optimus Prime.
Who calls Richard Sherman Optimus Prime?
I don't know. So then I was like,
See, that's
Mr.
the potential that I saw in this game, is that we can find some ridiculous stuff.
All right, how about
like
this?
Ty Freak.
How about
there's another
this?
one? Okay.
Kevin.
For who?
For Sherman.
For Sherman? Yes, that's a nickname on there.
No,
Okay.
it's not.
All right.
But it's his middle name. Fun
try.
fact.
Richard Kevin Sherman.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to leave you on that one. On YouTube, we're going to leave you. But if you go to the podcast, you can check out a bonus episode that we will be creating. So you guys get 2 episodes on Apple Podcasts this week. You only get 1 on YouTube, but I mean, it's the first one, so we're going to give you guys time to enjoy it.
Yes.
But before we leave, gotta mention J.G. Grable again. J.G. Grable proving quality workmanship still exists. You can contact them at 717-768-3276, and you can go to their website, www.jggrable.com.
J.G. Grable Plumbing.
What? Why does a dustpan have anything to do with J.G. Grable? If you guys are listening to this on Apple Podcasts, Parker just brought a dustpan onto the screen. I don't know why.
They will fix all of your plumbing needs.
And a ladder. Okay. J.G. Grable prides themselves on being a small, family-owned and operated company investing in their team and servicing the community. Services that they provide include plumbing services, hydronic heating, water treatment, well pumps, and mini split systems. And when you mention, and now
J.G.
he has
Grable
paint
Plumbing.
cans. What is happening?
J.G. Grable.
You guys got to go to YouTube and watch this part just for this. And if you contact J.G. Grable and mention All Sports All the Time, or if you can't remember the name, just say That Sports Podcast with those cool guys or something like that. Then you get $25 off.
J.G. Grable Plumbing.
And Parker is still putting stuff in front of the camera. So $25 off if you mention us to J.G. Grable when you contact them for any of your plumbing needs.
All
you got
right.
anything else, Parker?
That's it for this episode. Have a great day.
Enjoy the Super Bowl.